In first place at this stage in the Prix St George Challenge, the special Prix St George level competition for young Australian small tour horses. In first place, Jaden Brown on First Friedrich on 67.34. In second place, Leandro Elliott Patterson, 67.29, so not much in it there. Third place, Matthew Dowsley, Falstermeyer, 67.26. Fourth place, also very close behind, 66.45, Nicole Tuff and Dante, followed by James Collins on Neversfeld Weltsong, Victoria Welsh, BJ Canetto, Casablanca, and Cheryl Fort on Rendezvous. Now into the arena we have Waca W and Alexis Hellyer. Alexis is riding this Weltmeier Amazing gelding, bred by Chris Hector of Horse Magazine fame. Alexis has also recently returned to Australia, having spent time with Wolfram Wittig in Germany. She was the winner of the Aachen Challenge, the most lucrative prize in Australian dressage, for a competition for young riders held in Melbourne, the prize being a trip to Europe. Alexis and Elliott Patterson went together earlier in the year. More or less square, taking a little time to get his attention and forward to collected trot. Right turn could be a little more supple through the pole and into the medium trot. Alexis has brought this horse on from the very beginning, having bought him as a very young horse. And into the left shoulder in. Maintaining the angle and working to keep him in an uphill carriage. Good activity behind. He could be a little looser through his body to make it easier for Alexis to maintain the uphill frame. Super in the half pass to the left. Good crossing, expressive steps. And a transition to extended trot. Good ground cover, good energy. Alexis managing to energise the trot again after X. Into the right shoulder in, a little bit of tilting through that corner, so tiny, tiny blemishes. The exercises are all there. Well done in the right shoulder in. A little bit tilting through the pole in the 8 metre circle, but good energy from behind. Tracking up, hind feet into the steps where the front feet were at least, and in the trot half pass right. Transition to collected walk. The trot half pass is perhaps the better one today to the left, but both well done. Taking care of the rhythm, especially there in the corner, and the 4-beat rhythm required in both collected and extended walk. Walk pirouette. Very small. Could have flowed around perhaps even a little more, but well done. And the half pirouette to the right. A little large to start, and then smaller for the second part. Still in the collected walk. One more turn and extended walk. And a good overstep. Horse taking long strides, letting sufficiently loose through the body for the hind legs to step well under. Horse stretching forward to the contact, lengthening the frame. Transition now, shortening the walk, keeping the rhythm, careful, just a tiny moment of collection. Well ridden, good strategy from Alexis, and into the collected canter. Sources active behind, no question. Alexis working to get more and more freedom of the shoulder and lightness. Very correct half pass to the left and also to the right. And very correct changes. Preparing now for the left half pirouette. for a very, very high mark, for a 10 out of 10, 3 jumps or 4. And Alexis was heading to do that, and 3, maybe 4, and a high degree of difficulty and a little interruption in the middle, but very accurate, good recovery. Counter canter, flying change at sea and collected canter. And now the half pirouette to the right, and she's chosen to go a little bigger, but round in certainly not more than the 4 jumps, so bigger mark that time without the interruption. Counter canter, flying change, very accurate, very straight, deep in the corner in the counter canter. A good mark there. Deceptively simple exercise, but one for which Alexis will be rewarded. Into the 4 time changes. Very well laid out. That's the 3rd of the changes right over X. Great. Again, perhaps this horse could have even more shoulder freedom, but it's an attractive picture. Good energy from behind. Very strong in the quarters. And into the 3 time changes. Change to 3, change to 3, change to 3, and the 5th of the changes. Very accurate, fairly straight. Well done. Keeping the pole the highest point, maintaining the carriage. And Alexis, a very correct rider, more or less invisible aids, nothing rough. Very clear transition, high risk to extended canter. Clearly back to collection for the change. So that small blemish in the first half pirouette, but otherwise a very correct test. Well done. Square halt. So we've seen a very good standard throughout, consistently high standard.